Are you struggling generating sales on social media? Is your business stagnant in cash flow? Here's the exciting news. We here at the Paul Cruz Sales Agency have solutions to these problems. Simply visit our website at www.paulcruzsalesagency.com, fill out a simple form, and we will get back to you within 24 hours. Paul Cruz Sales Agency, where sales happen.
The third thing is you have to know and learn and master the art of storytelling. Storytelling is everything. If you don't know how to tell stories, you definitely don't know how to engage people. And if you can't tell stories, you definitely don't understand and know how to use rebuttals. Because those two are part of storytelling. They all interact. You can't have one without the other. And those who tell the most effective and powerful and valuable stories are going to produce more sales. Storytelling is an art. And I'll give you an example. I did a video about a year ago. There are 10 commonalities or 10 things that salespeople and musicians have in common. But the number one thing that they have in common is they know how to take words and make it pop. What I mean by pop, they get people engaged. They get people to take action. They get people to buy. They get people emotional, excited, angry, upset, laughing, crying. They get them to dance. How does that happen? By the engagement, what they say and how they say it. And storytelling is an action, is an attitude, is a mindset. It's not only what you say, it's how you say it. Not only what you do, but how you do it. It's an attitude. And all those things influence prospects to buy into you. Because if you put the product aside, the product works and it's great. What are they really buying? They have to buy into you first so they could get that, right? That just does the work to produce the results they want. But it was you who got them engaged. It was you and I who handled their objections with rebuttals. It was you and I who told stories that they needed to hear, not the stories they want to hear, stories they needed to hear. If you know they need your product and or services and you really believe that they need it, then it's your duty, it's your job to get them to want what they need through engagement, through rebuttals, and through storytelling. And all three of these are all emotional at different levels. The thing about the engagement is they're hooked. That emotion has to be fulfilled throughout the storytelling. If you don't, then you disappointed them. Then you lose the sale or the potential relationship. Does that make sense? So these are three powerful, you could call them ingredients, characteristics, DNA. These three things, engagement, bottles, and storytelling, changes your whole game if you understand what their real value is, if you understand how to use these things, right? That's why a lot of people take shortcuts. They try to buy these products and services, these funnel, shortcuts to trying to get people to take action. One of the things I learned is I don't wait for prospects to take action. I take the action. I set the tone. I go out and grab the business, grab the attention, earn the relationship. That's just me. Whether I never advertised before, whether I boost my content or I don't do any of that. I don't wait for that. I go out and I grab it. I look at the followers I have and I call the ones that I believe I can help. Because I understand the power of engagement. I understand the power of rebuttal. I understand the power of storytelling. And what happens when you get all those three, when you master them? Sales become easy or easier. Does that make sense? So again, share your comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this makes sense. Because at the end of the day is, if you're not engaging people, then you can't tell a story. If you're not telling stories, then no one's going to know your value. If no one sees your value, you're not going to produce sales. You're not going to have profitable relationships. It's just not going to happen. So at the end of the day is the three things you must learn how to influence a prospect to buy into you is, number one, is you got to know how to engage them. You got to make it personal. Number two is you have to understand the art of rebuttals. Master them. They're a weapon. They increase your value. They diffuse the objection and they lead you to a more effective storytelling. Then the third one is learn the art of storytelling. Everything is a story. Everything. Those of you who watched the Super Bowl yesterday, they were telling you a story in action, live, right? That makes sense? Some were disappointed, some were happy. That's just the way it is. Does that make sense? So anyway, guys, share your comments. Let me know what you think. Till we speak again, this is Paul Cruz with Mindset and Attitude.
When I get asked, Paul, what do you do? My answer is very simple. I solve sales problems, period.